These are the two paintings that were up at my brother Mark's, and I thought they looked familiar to me, and you can see they're in rough shape. My mother has one that I found out roughly was by the same artist, and I believe it's Italian, definitely Mediterranean. You can see these are olive trees with a ship, a boat. Definitely olive trees. It's oil, and it's not on a canvas. It's on a little block here of plywood or whatever they used back then. It was very common. It doesn't hold up as good as a canvas. That's why you have things like, normally when you're looking at oil paint, it takes hundreds of years for it to do this. On a canvas, they would naturally put a varnish over it after it had dried, which takes about a year and a half. And this would be this you would see more and more ancient paintings in the 1500s, 1600s, 1700s. I'm not sure what the artist's name is, but I can make out that the lettering is the same as that, as it is right there. I mean, they're gorgeous paintings, but Mark smoked. So my friend John Bianco, if you can help me out here, this is my question. I have oil paint that's chipping here, and obviously some cigarette smoke has made the whites a little darker. I don't think it hurts the painting. It makes it a darker painting, but it's still beautiful. Do you know what I could use? I'm really concerned on this that if I try any kind of a modern cleaner, these little pieces of paint right here, as you can see, would just chip right off and it'd be lost. And since they're a set, I really don't want to do that. I will clean them like I just cleaned all this, brought out the white. I just used a little towel and water and really carefully cleaned it. I think things are what they are. I mean, these are from the 1940s. They were they're World War II era. You know, they're beautiful oil paintings by a wonderful artist. In fact, the other painting that I have by this artist, my Uncle Jack, and Andy, my Uncle Jack gave one to my dad and his ex-wife as a wedding present. I really love the subtlety in this. You can see in the drawing here, the paint, the little sailing ship. It's a beautiful painting. The frames are a little bit to be desired. You can see they're dirty. I want to clean them up, and cosmetically you have some problems here. The oil paint and the gold leafing. It's old wood. It can be restored. What I'm going to try to do is I cleaned this, and I cleaned the gold leaf. There's places where it's missing, like right here. I might just leave that be. I might just throw a coat of varnish on it and go over it, because that's what gold leaf is. It's layers upon layers of tiny, well, actually 2 layers, 3 layers of tiny gold leafing on it with a type of gesso underneath. And I've worked with this stuff. It's not fun to work with. It's beautiful. It either works or it doesn't. And when it doesn't work, it can make a real stressor. So what I might just do is just clean this part, carefully clean the gold leafing and revarnish it, and paint this, because this is dirt. This is cigarette smoke. This is just from it sitting. I can't really make out what the original color was on this. And on the back, you can see it's just a simple picture in a frame. It was cut out of the paper, so I assume somebody tried to screw around with it at one point in time. So if I get it all back together, I'm going to redo the paper behind the canvas on it. You don't want to put any kind of glass, because with oil paint on this kind of particle board will just make it moisture get in, and that's what happened here. It wasn't a canvas that would breathe. On this board, it didn't have the opportunity to, and it chipped a little bit. This gives it a nice look to it. It is older. It makes it look older. It shows the years. This one not so much, but really isn't much of a noticeable difference between the two. It's basically, if you look at it, two angles of the same picture. The house here is the same as the house there. This tree is the same as the tree up. Well, this tree here is the same as the one up on the bank there, behind the house. So what it is, it's basically like this, two different angles, looking out at the sea. It shows you that this is a little island, and this is someone's little place they have to live, to get away, sit out there, drink a glass of wine with a lady, read some poetry to her, tell her you love her, go for a little ride in the boat, maybe the sailboat, maybe, maybe mermaids sit on the rocks, or I don't know, but you can have some fun, Make her do the rowing. That's all the big story behind it, right?